So I was just randomly thinking about this for basically no reason. But how come Disney doesn't air any shows from the Disney afternoon? Well, I grew up in 2008, so I was basically watching stuff like Phineas and Ferb. But Disney never actually airs any stuff from like the 90s. They don't for some reason. And I was gonna talk about stuff before I was born, but I used to watch The Proud Family and stuff and Kim Possible. So I'm just gonna talk about stuff like pre-2001, like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And speaking of, that's the only Disney afternoon show that has gotten any play on cable recently. But that's only because that the movie was coming out. And they also did that for the crappy Kim Possible movie where they aired a Kim Possible marathon. Not for the Proud Family reboot though. That's weird. But, yeah. Anyway, if you compare this to what Cartoon Network and Nick do when they sometimes air their old shows, Nick Rewind, which is canceled now for no reason. Also, when Cartoon Network sometimes air their old shows, like very rarely on sort of special occasion, or sometimes on Boomerang, which is where I discovered most 90s Nicktoons and some other classic Cartoon Network shows like Courage and Cowardly Dog and Dexter's Lab and stuff. So, yeah, there's basically no reason. I'm pretty sure there's a huge market for this, but since cable is basically dead and streaming is around everywhere, so there isn't really a point airing them on cable now. So yeah, this argument doesn't really make sense today, I guess, with cable being dead. But they still air that Chip and Dale marathon, even though barely anybody even has Disney XD. So yeah. Well, anyway, I can't really come up with a reason for them to not air the shows besides streaming. But I'm talking about, like, if it was a few years ago, before they had their own streaming service and before streaming ruled everything, there would be no reason for them to just not have a block that was like a throwback and had all those old shows and stuff. And they actually air consistently and not just for random special occasions, like for a crappy movie or a new episode or something. But anyway, that's basically all that he wanted to talk about. Yeah, bye.